Hello, everyone. This is the video for the beginning of week 2 for our Calc 2 course. I've got a couple notes written down, and just want to touch on some stuff that's going to be happening within week 2. Let me just run down the things that I'm going to sort of mention in this video really quick. First thing is going to be the quick checks in the notes. Second thing is going to be office hours questions in our notes. The third is if there's additional resources that are required. And then the last one, the big one, I think that most of you guys are sort of probably worried about would be the stuff for exam 1. Okay. So exam 1 stuff, I'm going to leave it to the very end of the video. Okay. So let me start with the quick checks and the office hours questions in our notes. Okay. So, and for that, I kind of want to share my screen. So let me go ahead and share my screen. There we go. All right, let me close this so I can show you guys where you should go for the notes. So this is our main page, right? Okay. If you scroll down, there's this one link in this table, online course notes. Hopefully you've visited it before. And it shows all of our notes, right, for this class. Entirely full of highlighting all the stuff that's in there. It's in there, right? Okay. And what I've been doing, remember what the introductory video said, is that I'm going to be using your guys' submissions through the quick checks for our notes, right? So if you guys take a look, let me scroll down here. Some of you guys have done the quick checks, right? And I provided those solutions to the right of the problem. So like I said, if you guys need more study material, right? If you're not sure how this is supposed to work out, or if you're not sure how to do these problems, right? Then go to the notes. And not only is your problem now, the solution to your problem up there now, the solution to other problems are, all the other quick checks are up there too. So if you need more practice, this is where you would come, okay? In many cases, I like to put problems up that have an error. Okay, no matter what, this person did get full credit. Okay, but there might have been a mistake, something that for some reason didn't, work out for their computation, right? And I put it up just sort of like as a learning tool, right? Make sure you're able to go through the problem and find the mistakes on them. This is just for your own edification, right? It's not a requirement for any points or anything. I think it's just as useful to be able to point out mistakes in somebody else's work. It's just as important as getting the correct answer yourself. Okay, so please, right, go through the videos, go through the lecture notes, and use this material for your own study. Okay, so that's quick checks for the class. Office hours in you guys have been getting real comfortable coming to my office hours from 10 to 2 every day. And you guys have been asking really good questions. Hopefully people have noticed there's our syllabus, calculus handouts, and there's office hours chapters 1. Let me actually expand this a little bit. Chapters 1 and 2, office hours chapters 3, 4, 7, and office hours chapters 5, 6. And they're split up about for exam 1, exam 2, final exam. Okay, and I've been getting a lot of questions through office hours and through emails for how to do certain specific problems that you guys have been running into, right? And those answers, the answers to those questions are on this page. Okay, so for example, somebody asked, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have gotten this question. The volume is described as follows. It gives you a region, and then every cross section is perpendicular, parallel to the x-axis, and is a square, or is a triangle, or is a semicircle, right? And for example, this question, a lot of people had trouble on how to visualize this sort of shape, right? This is where I go ahead and sort of spell it out. The calculus is still not here though, so you're still gonna have to do the calculus for it. But the explanation for the shape itself, that's here, okay? And I've gotten a couple questions here. So this is the only one that I've done, at least for right now. There's some that I have, in line to get answered. So I'm going to answer those once I get there. And then some of you guys have answered, or some of you guys have asked me more questions in emails that I haven't yet seen yet, okay? So yeah, come check these out if you're still a little wary about sort of answering questions that you have on your own homework, okay? Third is additional resources. So hopefully you guys have seen that the textbook has a fair amount of resources. At the end of the book, there is a resource list for sort of really, 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 really wonko integrals and some trig information, things like that, right? So that's always in your textbook. I put two more things here. Hopefully you guys have seen these already. It's a bunch of stuff from trig that you may or may not have forgotten, right? And there is a bunch of stuff here for calculus, just in general, okay? I think the more important stuff happens here at the reference page number 5. This packet that I sort of shared here in the notes is from the standard textbook that would usually be used when you learn calculus. It's Stewart's early transcendentals, calculus early transcendentals, and I was able to grab a good copy of it and make it a PDF and distribute that over and over and over again. I think this has got mostly what you need, but I mean, it's sometimes missing some stuff. So if you have other resources that you might want to use that don't entirely give away the sort of like the solutions to the problems that I'm giving you, that's perfectly fine. Send them over. I'll put them in our resource notes. Okay. So yeah. In terms of grading, and this is the thing that I forgot to put in. In terms of grading, I've already graded up to section, I believe, 2.1. Okay. So if you haven't turned in 2.1, I'll gladly look at it, but since a grade has been assigned, I'm not going to be changing grades. Okay. So I would highly suggest those people to continue on, start making sure that you turn in 2.2, 2.3. I do expect that to be the next thing I hit by tonight. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Now the last thing. Let me stop sharing my screen. Stop sharing. There we go. The last thing that I want to sort of mention here is the stuff for exam 1. Okay. Exam 1 will be this Thursday. It is going to be an MA 205. Please make sure you bring an ID. I will be verifying IDs. I don't want people taking exams for other people. I have seen that happen at LMC. I need to make sure that the person that is taking the test is you, and you are enrolled in the course, and it is you that is taking the exam. Okay. For the exam itself, you're going to be allowed a 5x8 cheat card, flashcard, whatever you want to do for for notes or whatever. Okay. 5x8 is about, grab a lined or a blank piece of printer paper, fold it in half. It's one of those. Okay. You're only going to be able to use one side. Okay. You're going to be allowed the 5x8 flashcard and Desmos on a device. Okay. You can choose it to be Desmos on your phone. You can let it be Desmos on a tablet, on a computer screen, right? Whatever you need it to be, okay? Whatever you were most comfortable with using during your homeworks, okay? I will be putting up the Desmos calculators and anything else that you might need on the whiteboard while you're taking the test, Okay. Um, the so the test time, our meeting time is from 12:30 to 3:30, about, right? Um, the first hour, I'm thinking maybe 12:30 to 1:30 is probably going to be just to give you guys an additional hour or so with me in the room, answering questions, getting stuff out of the way, sort of prepping up for the exam. And then the last 2 hours from about 1:30 to 3:30 is going to be the test. Okay. Make sure you bring something to write with and all that stuff. Okay. Um, and I think that is it in terms of the exam. I do I do hope that I can put up a practice exam by the end of today so you can have it for tomorrow and Thursday in the morning to allow you guys some time to study. Okay. Besides that, I think I have nothing else to cover for week two, beginning of week two stuff. Um, if anything, if you guys still are a little unclear of a couple of things, um, there is a discussion board right below here to answer or to ask questions. I'll be looking at it throughout the day. I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be in front of my computer making a test for the rest of today. So yeah, let me know. Post away down below or just simply send me an email. Okay. Besides that, I believe I'm done here. Happy studying.